My name is Sarah. I am 32 years old. I live in Chicago with my little boy Daniel. He is 8 years old. He is my reason to wake up every morning. He is my reason to keep breathing. But life has never been easy for me. When I was a teenager, my father abandoned us. My mother raised me alone until she got sick. At only 20, I was already an orphan. Years later, when I became a wife, I thought things would change. I thought happiness would finally find me. But I was wrong. My husband left when Daniel was only 3 years old. No calls, no visits, no support, just silence. Since then, I have carried the world on my shoulders. I worked as a waitress in a small diner. Long hours, little money. Every month I worried about rent. Every day I worried about food. But I never let my son see my tears. At night, when he sleeps, I sit beside him. I watch his chest rise and fall. I whisper, "I love you. I will never give up." Even when my heart feels broken, I keep going, because he needs me. One freezing winter morning, as I walked Daniel to school, his small hand slipped into mine. "Mama, why don't we have a house like the other kids?" he asked softly. My throat tightened. I smiled weakly. "One day we will, my love." But inside, I felt like a liar. That same evening, I found an envelope under my apartment door. It had no name, no address. Just my name, Sarah. My hands shook as I opened it. Inside was a letter. The words made my eyes blur with tears. "I know your struggle. I know your pain. You don't deserve this life. Take this chance. Don't be afraid." Inside the envelope was a check. $10,000. I dropped to the floor. Couldn't breathe. Who would do this? Why me? I wanted to refuse. I wanted to believe it was a mistake. But the rent was due. Daniel needed food. Couldn't say no. Weeks later, more envelopes arrived, each with kind words, each with more help. Whoever it was, they were saving me, saving my son. One day, I left a note on my door. "Who are you? Please let me thank you." The next morning, I found another letter. "You don't need to know me. Just promise me one thing. When life gets better, help someone else. That is all I ask." Years passed. I used the money wisely. I studied. I worked hard. I built a small bakery. People loved it. Customers filled the shop every day. I was no longer the poor, tired waitress. I was the owner. I was strong. I was proud. One evening, after closing the bakery, I sat with Daniel. He handed me a piece of paper. On it he had written, "Mama, you are my hero. One day, I will be someone's miracle, just like the person who saved us." Tears rolled down my cheeks. I hugged him tightly. At that moment, I realized something. Life had given me pain, yes, but it had also given me hope. And hope is the greatest miracle of all. So today, whenever I see someone struggling, I remember the letters. I remember the kindness of a stranger, and I pass it forward. Because no matter how dark life gets, one act of kindness can change everything.